I will be showing you how to do or solve the sum of two cubes. Before anything else, the counterpart of the sum of two cubes is the product of a binomial and trinomial. Let's have this as an example to solve on. 64x raised to 9, y raised to 21, plus 125x raised to 99. Let's start solving. The first step is to get the cube root of the first term. So the cube root of 64 is 4, and you'll be dividing the exponents by 3. So 9 divided by 3 is equal to 3, therefore x cubed. And 21 divided by 3 is 7, therefore it will become y raised to 7. And the first step is done. The second step is getting the cube root of the second term. So the cube root of 125 is 5, and we need to divide again the exponent by 3. 99 divided by 3 is equal to 33. Therefore, it will become x raised to 33. And for the third or last step, to complete the binomial factor, we need to copy the operation. We need to put this or copy it here. And the binomial factor is now complete. This is now the binomial factor. But we also need to get the trinomial factor. So the first step to get the trinomial factor is to square the first term. So I wrote the first term here to be more detailed. So I'll be squaring first the whole number, which is 4. So 4 times 4 is 16. Let me write it here. Then I'll also be applying this one over here to 3, and it will become x times 6. X raised to the 6th power, since I applied power of a power rule, and I'll also be applying 2 to 7, which I'll also be using power of a power rule. I'll be multiplying it, so it will become y raised to the 14th power. The next step, or the second step, is to opposite the operation. So the operation here is addition. You just need to change it to subtraction or to a minus sign. The next step is to get the product of the two terms. So let's start with the whole numbers. 4 times 5 is equal to 20. And now let's go to x cubed raised and multiplied by x raised to 33 is equal to x raised to 36, since product of a power or product of powers rule was applied. And y raised to 7 will still remain y raised to 7, since nothing can be multiplied to it. The fourth step is to square the second term. So I wrote the second term here to explain it more detailed. So I will be squaring 5, and it will become 25. And I will also be squaring, or I will be applying also 2 to 33, which is equal to x raised to the 66th power, since I applied power of a power rule. And the sign will be addition, since anything or any number that is squared will become positive. So this is now our trinomial factor. So this is now the answer. As you can see, we have a binomial factor. We also have a trinomial factor, as it should be, because the counterpart, again, as I am saying, the counterpart of the sum of two cubes is the product of a binomial and the trinomial. So here are the steps in getting the sum of two cubes. Again, for the binomial factor, first step is the cube root of the first term. The second step is to get the cube root of the second term. And the third step is to copy the operation from the given. For the trinomial factor, the first step is to get the square of the first term. Second step is opposite the operation. Third step is the product of the two terms. And the fourth step is to get the square of the second term. So I hope these steps will guide you whether you are just practicing or you are answering your homework. So that's it. Thank you for listening, and I hope you leave your feedback and give a thumbs up.